Right, Aquarius, happy November. All right, let's see what's going on for Aquariuses in November for the month. So these are going to be kind of general messages. I'm sure love stories will come out and all of those good things, which I will cover also. And in case they don't, I've got the romance angels here. We'll throw a few things, down, see what is occurring for Aquariuses in November, please. What do we got for Aquarius in November? Aquarius. Aquariuses in November, please. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. So, first card out, King of Wands. All right, look at me, look at me. All right, I can balance a snake on my nose. All right, I like this King of Wands. This is a good King of Wands. He's a little showy. All right, absolutely. But I like the fact that he's not too stoic like a king might be in tarot, right? I mean, he's actually kind of removed his crown in order to get your attention, I feel. So it's now this could be you also. The King of Wands is very active. They're full of enthusiasm. They go get what they want, that kind of thing. So it could be your energy too. We'll see what's going on with that. Okay, the Six of Swords is with this as well. So the Six of Swords could indicate this person is at a distance from you. That is possible. It could indicate movement of some sort, travel, again, long distance relationships, things like that. It can also just indicate moving away from things that you've been spinning with or bothering you, or thoughts that were just kind of too much, getting especially around, because I'm doing this reading actually during the full moon of Taurus. All right, and we got a full moon in the background, so it could be that just recently, this has come up. All right, so let's see what else we get. The Nine of Cups, beautiful. So this is a card of manifestation, wishes coming true, things like that. So it's not oh my God, all your wishes are coming true, Aquarius, kind of thing. Or, who knows? Maybe, that'd be nice. But it is a card, of positivity and something good happening this month. So I do feel like there is some kind of wish, or it could be this King of Wands, really wishing for something. All right, also with wishing for their Aquarius, that is likely also. In the recent past, you have the Tower card, so there could have been some shit that went down, right? What's that Cypress Hill song? Damn, that just popped in my head. Shit, I can't remember it. Anyway, so the Tower card. So it could have been something unexpected. There could be some movement here, or travel that came up for you that now you're fulfilling in November, but maybe it came up in October where, oh shit, all of a sudden, it's those kinds of surprises. It could have been lots of things. Tower card can mean arguments. It can mean disruptiveness, all kinds of stuff, but it is in the past. All right. So let's see. You have the World card here at the top of the spread too. The World card is a very, very favorable card. All right, it is a card of things coming to completion in a good way, in a very positive way. So it's something could have. It can also, again, indicate world, traveling, maybe major travel, or maybe you are dealing with someone who is of a different culture than you or very far away, something like that too. But with the Nine of Cups and the World, this is fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. Can we see the cards? All right, let's see. Well, not that you can really see the details anyway, but it makes it a little bit more intriguing, right? But with the World card, yeah, this is fantastic because it's standing on top of the world, basically. It's crowning your reading. So that's a new cycle. It's new energy. So really, really, really cool. All right. So let's see. Yeah, that's really cool too, because it's looking, the way I'm looking at the reading, from my point of view, she's looking back on this tower yeah, that wasn't such a big deal. So I like that. That's cool. All right. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Again, this sense of movement and forward movement and just leaving things that don't serve you anymore. It's a lot of emotional investment to this. But here's the thing. So we have the Nine of Cups here at the base of the spread, right? So that's kind of the inward foundation of what you're trying to achieve. You're trying to, you're wishing for something, this new cycle or this whatever it may be. All right. And in the near future is the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is almost, but that's why they're this person's like separating and leaving, because it's like there's a lot of emotional attachment and involvement here that you've put in, a lot of emotional work you've put into something, all right? But it's just not quite topping off the pyramid, right? There's something missing here. So it's like we're missing this cup that goes here, and then the Ace of Cups that crowns everything. So 2 cups are missing. So it's like your 9 of Cups is what you're wishing for. You're wishing for that next step, all right, I feel. So you're leaving something behind, not only emotionally, but mentally as well, I feel. So any mental attachments or emotional attachments, I feel that you have like this sense of freedom from in this month, okay? And you have the 3 of Cups. All right. So some of you guys could, maybe this was like a relationship. That could be something along those lines. Or a job. If it's a job, it's like you were connected to it, but it's like you decided to network and go find other opportunities, I feel. But if this is love, this is dating to me, the 3 of Cups. All right. And it's showing up in your position. So it's a card of sort of getting, or, if it's not necessarily like dating, like a whole bunch of people or anything like that, then it's like kind of getting together with friends and like, just kind of celebrating where you're at in life, or where they're at in life, and just being supportive of your friends and things of that nature, having fun, basically. All right. A lot of times it is a dating card for me as well, though. All right. So let's see what else we got. So the Queen of Wands is exterior to you. So the Queen of Wands, this could be your energy as well, all right? Or it could be another, I just realized that. Yeah, you have the King and Queen of Wands here. So suited, all right? So absolutely suited. So it's like passions, energies, motivations, things like that. Very creative couple, these two are, all right? So enthusiastic and creative is what I like about the King and Queen of Wands. So I like that, all right? So good so far, all right? You've got the 6 of Cups in the hopes and or fears. So the 6 of Cups, oftentimes, it can be a past person, all right? So you could be fearing like a connection to a past person, like, especially if you got a lot of history together, you're like, shit, I don't know, am I letting go? Are they letting go? Maybe they keep coming back to you, things like that. So there could be those fears. If it's hopes, it could be hopes about reuniting with someone from the past. The 6 of Cups can oftentimes mean like somebody from way back. Somebody we were friends with when we were kids, or teens, or what have you. So the 6 of Cups also is a card of friendship, of kinship, exchanging gifts, nice. It's good, nice energy. All right. So that I'm going to look at that as a hope rather than a fear for most of you, I feel. All right. And your outcome, 8 of Swords. All right. So so you have all this energy of like leaving this like spinny, type environment, but then don't put yourself right back into it, Aquarius. All right. Get out of your head, Aquarius. All right. The 8 of Swords in this deck, I always feel like it's somebody who's afraid of the dramas of dating, or of speaking up to their person, or, what have you. I'm going to say dating because of this 3 of Cups, because it's like, with all these cards falling from the sky, it feels to you like a game of 52 card pickup or something like that, where it's like, it's this game that's not really fun, and it's not really a game at all, it's just a lot of work. So I think you're afraid of like stepping out there. You're afraid of putting that foot forward and seeing what else is out there. Afraid that it's going to all be games, or that it's going to be this this temptation that once you get it, like 52 card pickup, right? It's like, I used a story in one of the earlier videos. My brother used to say, when I was a little kid, hey, you want to play a game of 52 card pickup? And I was little, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds fun, and then he'd throw the cards all over the room and then say, okay, now you pick them up. That's what that game is, right? It's not a game at all. It's a cruel prank. And I feel like that's what you're afraid of. You're afraid that, like, if you get out there, if you untie yourself, step forward, things like that, that it's going to be like this cruel prank, or these game playing, or, where there's no win, there's no fun, or anything like that. So definitely get out of that energy, because you have like a new cycle here, all right, that is like wanting to give you like this fun, wanting to give you this suited match. All right, the King and Queen of Wands have fun together. All right, they are very much alike. They like the same things. They're both attracted to each other. They you know, they're both very individual, but yet like a lot, they're very much the same. All right. So they have a lot of things in common and they like to do a lot of the same things, all that kind of stuff. So that's a good match, like wanting to come in. So I mean, it's a general reading. So, I mean, if you're, you know, it doesn't mean necessarily like everybody that comes along, you should just, you know, take a chance on and all that kind of thing. But don't be afraid that everything's like some, you know, like a big game or anything like that. All right. So let's see. Two of Swords, bottom of the deck. All right. So let's see. Let's clarify a couple things. All right. Mostly the Eight of Swords. That's what I want to look at because everything else is pretty clear. All right. So what is the Eight of Swords? Why is that the outcome for November? Is that the outcome for November? Okay, the Emperor. All right. So the Emperor is all about taking taking control of things. And it's funny because I saw the Empress at the bottom, or not the bottom, the next card, had I gone from the Eight of Swords, the next card, I took a look at it. You can rewind and see what I was talking about. And it was the Empress. And then when I clarify, I get the Emperor. So again, suited. All right, suited. So there's something here where you're like afraid, maybe that this person is like out of your league, or you're afraid that this person is too controlling. That could be for some of you. Let's see, what else we got? Anything else? Okay. King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. All right. So Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. All right, so yeah, you do have a Wheel of Fortune here. There's so many things about like wanting to turn the wheel, wanting to give you a new cycle, you know, all of these types of things. Wheel of Fortune is a card of fortuitousness, good things, you know, like the wheel's starting to turn in your favor. It's at the bottom of the deck, all right, so like you may not see that yet, but that could be coming into fruition. So with this King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, so, you know, I feel like a lot... There's probably like a lot of history with somebody, and that's probably what we were seeing here. And that's probably your Six of Cups, you know, type energy, okay? But it just feels like it's this cycle that just doesn't end, you know, and it just keeps going and going and going. Whereas the Eight of Pentacles shows going into the Ten of Pentacles, all right? So the Eight of Pentacles is about like working on yourself, working about, you know, working on... like tangibles and things like that. Your security. Maybe there's a talent that you have that could bring in more money. It's a card of just like working on anything to do with your security. So that could mean spiritually. It can mean, you know, self-help wise. It can mean physically. You know, it can mean monetarily, creatively, any of those things. But it's about putting the work in and keep going, because it's like, it's whatever you're doing, like it could pay off in a very big way. It's the Ten of Pentacles. All right. So it's like, just keep going, you know, just keep going with the things that you're doing. Make sure you're staying independent and strong. And it's like you're on your way to the Ten of Pentacles, which is like the ultimate kind of security, right? Aquarius, fixed sign. Okay. It's like the jackpot, you know, security, right? So, I mean, it looks good. I feel like there's something like still lingering, you know, a little bit with the Ten of Wands, but there is this new cycle. There is this World card. There is a suited, you know, match, you know, that wants to come in kind of thing, that you could meet, you know, whilst dating, you know, or hanging out with friends or something like that. But you won't meet any, or, you know, these things won't, or, you know, if you're not working on things or you're not meeting new people or what have you, and you're just staying trapped, then it's just going to feel like this endless game of 52 card pickup where you're just going around scrambling, picking at this, picking at that, picking at that, trying to, you know, find all the missing cards when, you know, when it's not like a game, you know, at all, you know, there's no fun in that. All right. So let's get, some romance angel, or no, let's get this first. All right. So what would your person say to you? All right. So what would Aquarius's person say? All right. What would Aquarius's person say, please? What would Aquarius's person say? Okay. So we have, I'm so attracted to you. Okay. Well, that would definitely be, you know, those wand energies and things like that. All right. So I feel like they're very attracted to you. My life is not as together as it seems. Okay, so somebody could be putting on some fronts, some things like that, saying, oh, you know, everything's great, you know, that kind of deal. All right, so you got that too. Let's see what else. What else? What else for Aquarius? Okay. I knew exactly what I was doing. Okay, not sure what that is in reference to. Okay. And at the bottom, it says, I couldn't let you get close to me. All right. So I feel like there's this issue, like it's just like something that's like pretty difficult. That's what I feel. And it's like, I don't feel it's the emotional security you were looking for. That's why you're looking for the ninth cup, you know, first before, like you're looking for your ninth cup. You're not looking for the 10 of cups yet. You're not looking to be a couple. You're not looking for that yet. I feel like you're looking for your ninth cup, which is more of like the self-love, you know, type energy. All right. And then you'll look for that 10th cup, you know, your counterpart. So I feel like there is dating. There's still fun to be had and things like that. I think maybe that's what helps move through whatever and put this behind this world card energy and things like that wants to start this new cycle. So it's not necessarily that you have to run out and like have this suited pair. And maybe this is your person, you know, that you are, you know, sort of six of cupping this thing with, you know, maybe you thought you were the king and queen of wands or what have you, but because there is attraction here. There's things like that. But there's a sense of like wanting to like find that ace of cups first. Ace of cups is typically more about self-love than two people in love, which would be more the two of cups. So I feel like that's what's on your plate first, but you may just find that you may meet somebody despite. All right. That's kind of what I see here too. All right. So let's see, let's get some romance angels and whoops. And then we got these little cards at the end, and we're done. All right, Aquarius. All right, so what are the romance angels for November? November, please. Divine messages, romance angels for Aquarius, please. For November. November, Aquarius. Okay. Let's see, getting to know each other. All right, getting to know each other. So I think that's really nice. All right. You have the situation is calling for you to have faith. So trust. So because I don't feel like you're very trusting here, you know, of these things. Again, I feel like you get the sense, like I get the sense you're out with some friends or something like that, and somebody new comes in, but you're just not, you know, trusting the situation. But get to know them, you know, get to know them a little bit. All right. And call in your soulmate, keep that optimism and all that kind of stuff, right? All right. All right, let's see. What else? Anything else? Any other messages for Aquarius? But you don't have to, you know, you don't have to force it or anything like that, you know, because I feel like if you just come off of this and this tower and all that kind of stuff, world card, you know, that's pretty big stuff. But there is this sense, though, of like kind of having fun or dating or friends or what have you. And I feel like that's what can help kind of help you to stay optimistic and call in your soulmate and things like that. All right. Anything else? Yeah, and you've got to pay attention to the red flags. All right. So again, that could be in the dating world. All right. Absolutely. Yeah, stay optimistic about your love life. Stay optimistic. Okay. So that could be that, you know, because you do definitely have to pay attention to the red flags in the dating world, or it could be about, you know, this other situation or your own red flags. Like if you find yourself slipping, you know, because I do kind of feel like you're moving away and past this thing, but then your outcome card is this. So pay attention to your own red flags too. You know, if you feel that you are kind of slipping into that unconfident mode or that tortoise shell mode or, you know, what have you, it's like, you know, pay attention to your own kind of, you know, because we all have our own red flags too, right? I start to recognize mine a little better these days, but it's not always. All right. So let's see. All right. Final messages for Aquarius, please. Final messages for Aquarius. Final messages for November Aquarius. Okay. All right. So you have mature man. Hello. He's like, okay. All right. Mature man. All right. So interesting. Ooh, triangle. All right. Triangle. So this could be like a third party situation, something like that. All right. So let's see. What else we got? It cracks me up. Oh, shit. Yeah, gossip is here. All right. Oh, okay. And money. Hello, Aquarius. I know you like that card, right? Okay. Here's one other thought on this Three of Cups. I was pushing this, but you know what's interesting now that I think about it, I'm really glad that card came out because it's like I'm thinking now there is something, all right, else to this. So maybe this isn't such a if your friends are super supportive and they're very good and they, you know, they're like, they want to have fun with you in a good way and all that kind of stuff, fantastic, you know, hang out with them, you know, or if it's just dating and all that stuff, great. But if they're not, all right, then be careful of like the things that they are telling you because that might send you back to a spin, like spinning in your head, all right? Because it's like the gossip card came out and we did see triangle, things like that. So, and you know, you did have trust or something. Yeah, trust is here. So it's like, be careful that like your friends aren't necessarily that they are acting as friends, that they're not just putting ideas into your head, all right? So be careful of that too, because it does seem like you're out here having fun, having drinks, you know, all that kind of stuff, but then it does seem to slide a little bit. So I didn't pick up on that right away, but I'm seeing it now. So that could be it too. All right, so be careful with that. You do have travel at the bottom of the deck too, so there could be some trip or travel or something coming up for you. All right, so I think I covered them all, right? Yep. All right. So Aquarius, it looks like an interesting month. Sort of. All right. I mean, to be honest, it's like it doesn't look super dynamic, but there's a couple key things that I do see here is to you know, make sure you're manifesting the right cycle for you. Okay. Make sure you're manifesting that ninth cup. All right. Which is the self-love cup. All right. That's first before manifesting the relationship. All right. Don't pay attention to red flags in all ways. All right. From people, you know, friends, family, lovers, you know, yourself, you know, things like that. All right. Don't get wrapped up in things and think everything's just like this dramatic game. All right. Speak up for yourself, you know, speak up for what you need to say, things like that. And be wary of like, you know, if you are dating or things like that, be wary of love triangles if that's not something that you're, you know, interested in getting into and stuff like that. Also, be careful of gossip about such things too, because not everything is what it seems. So, you know, that kind of deal, you know, because this, to me, that looks like married, dude, doesn't it? It just kind of does. I don't know. But we do have the money card here, so that's good. All right, so money looks good for you. There could be some things coming in. It was supposed to be a general reading, but I really don't see messages really about like work or career. The only thing I would say is there could be travel related to career. There could be some money coming in for you if, you know, just emotionally separate yourself from stuff that's not working. Network with the right people and don't pay attention to gossip. That's what I'd say if it was a career reading. So all right, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed it. It does look a little intriguing. I don't know. It might be one of these that you come back to and then it's like, okay. You know, so maybe it's like one to revisit like more towards, you know, the later part of the month. But I sure hope that some good things come. I do feel they can with this Nine of Cups. I think that's really strong. I like your Three of Cups. I like your World card. And I like the Tower in the past. All right. So, all right, Aquarius, thanks a lot. Please drop a like or a comment or a subscription. That would be fantastic for my channel. I'd really appreciate it. All right. Thanks again. Bye.